channel. You've probably noticed already that again on another solo trip, and if anybody follows my Instagram or Facebook, you would have known that this trip was designed for a trip with my daughter, and that trip was supposed to happen last weekend, but due to the hurricane down in the south, it disturbed all the weather patterns up here. So I am camping at the same place that we were going to camp, my daughter and I, but last weekend there were 45-mile-per-hour winds and nighttime temperatures approaching freezing with rain. So my daughter Olivia has already been on some pretty tough trips with me, including the Allagash and West Branch of the Penobscot, where Mother Nature didn't cooperate. So I didn't want to expose her to those elements again, because got to draw her back in instead of push her away, you know, because there were hardships for sure. So, but this particular weekend, she's a young professional now and graduated from college, and she just couldn't make it because of work. I understand that. So that's just the way it is. So I figured this is going to be one of the last times that I'm going to be able to get out this year. And I'm going to take that opportunity. My wife thankfully understands that I want to do this. She said, go ahead. Especially with the knees and not being able to do much for a good portion of a year with the knee replacements. I'm doing all right now. And and if the weather cooperates down the road, like in November or something, I'll go out again. But for the time being, it's just me again, alone, solo. It was a last minute decision. I wasn't even going to come, but I said, you know what, I got to get out. I got to get out there and enjoy it, because it's special to me. a beautiful morning. And it's a little chilly. But what I'm mostly disappointed about is I just sunk my drone. Can't even believe it. I wanted to get some incredible aerial shots of this area, including some of the streams I wanted to paddle and things like that today. And the mist rolling off the water this morning was just picture perfect. I flew the drone way over there, and not sure what my mistake was. Maybe I didn't have enough satellites before I took off, because when I tried returning to home, it just didn't return to home. Tried landing somewhere else and said unsuitable landing area. So then I jumped right in the canoe and I started paddling towards it. And then the battery was at 60, then it immediately dropped down to like, okay, it tried returning back to the same mother, return to home, which wasn't where I'm standing. Anyway, those things don't float for very long. $700 down the tube. I guess I should be upset. I just chalk it up to being a meathead, not having enough experience with it. Very disappointed, but it is what it is. So today we're going to paddle down this way, and we're going to be doing the Orange River Trail. It's an adjacent preserve. So it's Rocky Lake to Orange Lake. There's a carry into Orange Lake, and then about a 3-mile paddle to a peninsula where there's a preserve trail that leads up to Esty Mountain with a nice overlook. And that's the plan for today. And then it's about a 10-mile paddle today, out and back here. This is a base camp location for me today. But look at this water. Picture perfect glass. I would imagine it's not going to stay that way. Yesterday the wind was ripping. It's not right now, so I'm going to jump in the boat here shortly and head over there. paddling Orange Lake now. Just completed the carry from Rocky Lake to Orange Lake. And I'll paddle this lake to the Orange River. And on the Orange River, there is a water access trail that leads to the top of Esty Mountain. And that's my target. Go for a little walk after this paddle. 1.5 miles round trip, short hike. Be good exercise for my legs. And hopefully there's some rewarding views. Wind's picking up. Okay, so I'm on trail, the Esty Mountain Trail. Just found shore. Well, it's a campsite and a trail marker. So I'm making my way up. It's 3/4 of a mile. And I gotta hustle because I'm pressed for daylight hours now. Sun sets at 5:34 tonight and it's almost 2 o'clock. Might be paddling in the dark, I'm not sure. Especially because heading back, I'm gonna have some headwinds. Go figure. So I'll see you at the top of the mountain. that's a good little hike as quickly as I did that. Got my blood pumping anyway. This is beautiful. This is Roaring Lake. And that's the overlook from the top of this summit. And again, this is Esty Mountain. The exact height, I'm not sure. It's not much, but you know, for somebody like myself, who's a little out of shape in terms of getting my leg strength back and everything, this was a good challenge. I can't stay long though. I got to get back to the canoe and paddle back. The wind is picking up, as you can see, and I got a long ways to go before I get back to camp, before I'm paddling in the dark. So I'm back on Rocky Lake. This is the home lake. Base camp here. Today I paddled Rocky Lake, carried into Orange Lake, paddled Orange River, paddled Orange Lake Reservoir, and then hiked Mount Esty, or at Mount Esty. Mount Esty. It's 280 feet plus, but remarkable views at the top, and it overlooks Roaring Lake. So now I just came back the same way I went, so I am now just completed the carry. Now I'm on Rocky Lake and I'm on the homeward bound stretch here. And wind should be in my favor once I get around this bend, and it should be easy sailing. And my concern earlier was that I would be paddling in the dark, but looks like I'm going to be. Next up, ribeye steak when I get to the camp. Okay, all packed up. Canoes loaded. Gonna be heading out here just in a few minutes. Had a wonderful time here. mcht.org and the Downeast Coast Conservancy provided enough recreation for me for a weekend. I'm paddling just about a mile to my car and heading home. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.